What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dummy Wormy, and we're continuing down this Kris Tyson situation because it's constantly evolving. It's constantly becoming something different, something new. But I do want to take us back a little bit in this whole insanity right now to an old post that Kris Tyson made via his Snapchat. And this would have been about, in April. Man, that was that long ago. And I'm going to show this to you real quick because maybe some new context, but it leads into our next conversation. But you see it right here from No Jumper. It's a picture of Kris Tyson's son, who's roughly around 2 years old, wearing high heels that perfectly fit him. Tucker chose to slay this morning. This is Kris Tyson's son. Out of the latest round of discussion and conversation, kind of makes this look a little bit more creepier and more disturbing. But the reason why I bring this up is we'll bring it over here to Reddit real quick, because I could not find a good archive of this tweet at the time. But you see it right here from Drama Alert. Nickmercs calls out Kris Tyson. You should be ashamed of yourself leaving behind your wife and child to play pretend. Now, whatever your thoughts on Kris Tyson before all this, that aside, you're allowed to have these opinions. You're allowed to say this stuff, but you see the responses right down there. Ava is literally always with her kid and doesn't even go on shoot to spend more time with him. Tuckman is always smiling, not sure why this rumor is a thing. You get Ava responding, they just want to villainize trans people when they realize and accept that I am in his life, arguably more than most parents are able to be. They say I'll ruin him or far worse things. They don't actually care. They want to move the goalpost so they can go see trans people bad. Well, I'm not taking this all the way to that direction. I'm focusing in on your actions right now. And as of the latest amount of controversy surrounding, honestly, Kris, it makes Nickmercs' position seem a little bit more realistic. And Nickmercs made a reaction to this. He reacted to the entire video, and this is what he had to say to both Kris Tyson, MrBeast, and Kris Tyson's ex, because there are apparently Kris Tyson's ex-wife came out and said that he's a wonderful parent to his son. I think we need to be taking a much deeper look into a lot of this stuff, but let's see what Nickmercs had to say on the latest round of accusations going on in regards to Kris Tyson.
In 2018, in the same year, this
guy Beast came out and said Ava is a great father to his 2-year-old boy, or her, whatever the fuck. That's what he said on Twitter to me. This fucking character, man. I don't care how popular you are. I don't care how much money you got, how much power you think you got, dog. I like, if we were in person, I'd fucking grab him by his neck.
Real quick, I do have to say this. I don't condone that level of violence. Don't harass any of these people. Let it all just play out so we can see what happens. From cops might get involved, whatever. But do not. I don't condone physical attacks. I don't condone physical anything. Like, don't actually go after these people. Let it all play out. See what happens. Authorities more than likely will get involved. We're going to let the process work itself out. Do not, under any circumstances, do anything physical to these people. I do not condone that. I unequivocally denounce anybody saying that. And Nickmercs, I highly think, should have thought better than to say those words. But I am going to continue on because he makes some very fine points here.
Don't speak to me that way. Are you out of your fucking mind? He's got his 2-year-old boy in heels that fit. There's a concern here. And if there isn't for you, then you are part of the problem. It's not okay. It's not healthy. It's weird now.
Tyson makes a tweet stating how one more Patreon donation they get and they're
crumb of tweets. But apparently, this dude Kris's girl came out and defended him, right? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if that's a firm yes or firm no, but apparently she was tweeting like, I don't know who this Nickmercs guy is and what he's saying about our fucking relationship and our family. Okay, let me get a little revisit on that. Can we circle back with old Dukes here, huh, mama? Let's get a nice little circle back, right? Like, I don't want to throw shit at your fucking door, right? And I'm not really trying to like drag you through the dirt, but if you want to go toe to toe and you want to say things like that, let's circle back and let's revisit those comments about how great your family is, because surely the landscape is a little different now, huh? Fuck, man.
Both direct contact with one another through Snapchat, which is extremely weird first.
That's pretty much where it ends. But nothing he said there was wrong, other than the whole like physical harm. Nothing he said was wrong. Like, hey, there's some questions here. Like, what's going on? You're saying he's this wonderful father. You're saying all this stuff. You have a picture of him and putting his 2-year-old son in high heels that fit him, and then on the same time you're saying that he's this wonderful father, that he's this wonderful person, that there's no like skeletons in your closet here. But it's very obvious and very clear that there's something weird going on here. Like there's something disturbing here. Do we really need to be, should we actually be like looking into his past deeper? Should we be looking into what you know? Do you know the whole story? Has he been hiding a lot of this stuff from his ex-wife, for example? Because we saw from Jake the Viking said Jimmy knew all along. Well, interestingly enough, guess who hasn't responded to any of this yet? Guess who hasn't made a tweet about it, hasn't talked about it? He's been off the internet basically since July 17th, it kind of looks like. Let's check replies real quick, because I still don't see anything. Oh, July 19th. Yeah, nothing as of yet on anything to do with Kris Tyson. Now, this is of recording. For all I know, before I put this video out, he'll finally make a statement. But as of right now, this story's been going on all day. MrBeast has been radio silent. Not a single peep. I think Nickmercs is in all of his right now to be criticizing every second of what's been going on with Kris Tyson, especially with the new allegations and all the backlash. There's tons of questions going on here. There's tons of like disturbing things that have been happening, and Nickmercs is correct. He's 100% correct. He's correct to call out the ex-wife. He's correct to call out MrBeast. And you can say that it might just be doing it for clout. There's some creepy stuff here, and I'm really curious how this is all going to play out and what's the next step in this grand story. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it up, friends, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video go live. And I'll see you guys all on the next one. Bye for now.